All the gurus out there will tell you that you should be paying off your mortgage as quickly as possible. Don't take the 30-year mortgage, or if you take the 30-year mortgage, pay it on a 15-year cycle. Do take every penny that you can and put it into that mortgage, because if you want to become a millionaire, as most millionaires are in America, you must have that mortgage paid off. I can't think of a worse piece of advice than that. Now, listen, if you want to pay off your mortgage because you just don't want a mortgage payment because that gives you some type of security, I would remind you that you don't actually really ever own your property. In fact, you always have to pay taxes on it. So even you may not have a mortgage of, say, $2,000 a month, you're probably going to still have a payment of a couple $100 a month for the taxes. And if you have to make a payment to the house anyway, what does it matter if it's $2,200 versus $200? But besides that point, there's this idea out there that because most Americans out there that are millionaires have their house that's paid off free and clear, and a lot of them reach that millionaire net status by the equity that's in their property, that is some vehicle to ensure that you're a millionaire. This is what I call a millionaire on paper versus it actually being a millionaire that is something that's usable. Having equity in your property, say 600,000 or 700,000, and then a little bit of a 401k might make you the status of being able to walk around and say, yes, I'm a millionaire. But is it really a millionaire status that's providing you any benefit or any value whatsoever? I'd argue that it's not. If I own a property and it's worth 700,000, but all the equity is in the property, well, I don't have 700,000. When I pass away, my kids will get that money and I could take an equity line to tap into it, but then I would just have debt in the property again. I really just have a bunch of money sitting in like under a mattress. It's earning me nothing whatsoever, no returns, and I can't benefit from it whatsoever. There are individuals out there that will reach 65 and they say, hey, the kids are gone, whatever. Let me downsize out of the beautiful property that I've worked for and worked so hard to pay off, and I'll sell the $700,000 property and I'll move into a $300,000 condo in Florida and I'll use that nest egg. I guess that's the way to go. But I don't think when people believe or think about the idea of reaching millionaire status, that this is the type of lifestyle that they're looking for. I think most people, when they're thinking about, I want to be a millionaire, they're thinking about sitting on a beach, going on vacations, driving maybe a supercar, doing whatever they want, eating out of restaurants, just living that millionaire lifestyle. And you're not going to get that from paying off your mortgage. And in fact, I would say to you, you're likely to never get to that point if you concentrate on paying off your mortgage. The average mortgage right now, if you were alive at all and in any financial sense the last couple of years, your mortgage should be around 3%, 3.5%. Heck, mortgages were even below that in the twos not just too long ago. So hopefully most of you all financed. But let's just say you have a mortgage at 4%. Right now, if you had put that money instead of at the mortgage, saving yourself 4% a year, if you put into an S&P index fund, you would have been making 20, 30% of that money. Why would I save 4% to give up an extra 20%? It just makes no sense whatsoever. Paying off a mortgage does nothing other than just make you feel good, but it doesn't actually add more money to your wallet. If you instead took that same money and you invested it in maybe other properties that would also grow in value over the course of a year, or put it in stocks, or maybe start a business, the amount of return that you could get is well past the amount that you pay in a mortgage. So while you will buy a house, say for $300,000, and maybe at the end of 30 years you'll pay it off over $650,000, it doesn't really matter because you use that money to build maybe a business that's making you $400,000 a year, and that's more powerful. So before you go out and you talk about, you listen to these gurus out there that seemingly say, but debt's bad and everything's terrible and you should just focus on this. And if you have no mortgage and no car, no whatever, you're secure. You may be secure, but secure and poor is not a great standpoint. Secure and not being able to do anything or having your money stuck in a vehicle is not great. I'd much rather have a $10,000 bills a month and be making $60,000 a month than to have zero bills and only have $3,000 a month. Think about it.